So one Trevor Alberts.
It's not his name.
Does he have a full first name?
What's that?
Is it just Trev? Is
It's
that the
Trevor.
full first name?
It's Trevor.
Yeah, so his name is Trevor. I'm just going, since we're not on speaking
Full-fledged petty. We're going government names.
I mean, since we're not really on speaking terms anymore, that
still my guy.
That's fine. You can still call him Trev.
I can't stand you.
Yeah. That's why you love me. That's he had a conversation with Sam McKewon, which I just think was ill-advised. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think that was a good.
Well, you think he needs parental does it need a parental discretion?
No, he can do whatever he wants. I just don't think it was smart.
Oh boy,
you don't think it was smart either. Don't act like I'm out of pocket here.
I wouldn't say out of pocket, but ill-advised. I think
he's better off not saying anything in that moment,
unless
he has actually something to say.
Unless you were going to inform us. I don't think
he didn't tell us anything.
That was super. Yeah, I don't think that was super informative. Well, then put the disclaimer on. Don't just make it seem like anything he said was ill-advised at this point. I think if he would have done it the way that you wanted to, you'd have been cool.
If he had done it in a way that gave us anything, then it would have been cool. Yes, I am here for transparency. I like that.
Ravi Lulla for transparency.
Yeah, like the old slide you project on the transparencies. No.
Do they still use those where you would like roll the plastic?
No.
And you'd write on it with the little wax.
I think they stopped using.
Did they have those when you?
They had them when I was in school, but I think they stopped using them by the time, probably about when I graduated.
Okay.
So if you didn't see, Sam, I don't think sat down is the right term, but had a conversation with Trev, and these are some of the takeaways that I had from Trev, which there's not a lot because, as we said, he didn't say anything. And this is what made me mad because either he's not telling Sam the truth, which is fine, but then why have the interview?
No, I think he thinks Sam has a fairly. You have to be tricky, or you have to be tricky. You have to be careful when doing interviews, and the interviewee may have some insight into the question they're asking you
for sure,
and you still don't land the plane because it comes across as you two only talking to each other, but that's not Sam's goal. Sam's goal is to
inform the public.
So
this is why I think it was ill-advised, because if you're not going to say anything and you have an idea that Sam probably knows some things in the questions that he's asking, that they are informed questions, then unless you're going to tell the full truth and nothing but the truth, there is nothing to gain from having this conversation. Nothing at all.
Have you not read print for the majority of your adult life? Are those the rules that you think people play by?
No, I don't, but I think
that would be ideal, right?
I think also most people who talk to the press.
Hunger Games? With some myopic.
May the odds be ever in your favor. You volunteer on his tribute. A lot of people were trying to volunteer for the interim AD job, and I was like, excuse me.
Dude, I can't even manage my own household.
I was like, excuse me. I understand that you think DB and I can only do a show together for a month. Based on previous experience, I would like to keep him around for longer this time.
And remember, I'm never mind.
So,
gosh, I almost told on myself for no apparent reason to make a joke.
Yeah, I mean, because jokes are funny.
Live radio is really tough.
Yeah, it gets a little dicey. It's a little dicey sometimes. Which is
T-Mac thinks we're crazy because this show is out of control and you haven't even got to basketball.
Yeah,
or Verzal, which
I can't wait to talk to.
Well, he may surprise you. You know, he's a crapshoot.
That's true. That's true.
He may say nothing.
He may. I don't. I would bet against that today. I don't know. We'll see. So here are the quotes. This one from one Trevor Alberts.
Oh gosh,
these are hard jobs. No kidding. They're even harder now.
I don't think that was in
print.
Oh,
sorry, that was commentary. My bad. They're even harder now than they've ever been. And leadership is just really critical. That's a hot take. Sorry. Again, commentary.
Again, see, you're in your feels.
Maybe not to everyone, but it really is to me. So General Welsh sold me on a really compelling vision. It's compelling, and he's a compelling person. That was the reason. Everybody's looking for some crazy reason, but you don't have to run to do that. It's a unique opportunity at a great school with defined leadership. Then he goes on to say later, I'm not going to say anything bad about my alma mater. I love Nebraska, but I think it's fairly obvious that there are some challenges. I think the lay person can probably figure that out. I think some of the challenges are reflective of where we are as a society and as divisive things that are a part of our everyday culture. It is what it is. My initial thoughts there are, in what fantasy land is Texas better? If that's the reason, because I think he's talking about the political climate, right? In that last section, that's a fair takeaway.
Or maybe just leadership in general.
Okay, fair. I understand he really likes General Welsh. That's fine. He really liked Ted Carter too. People leave jobs. We know this. I don't think it's out of question or I don't think it's a bad idea to consider who your boss is going to be when you take a job. But
I think it's critical.
I do think it is dangerous, especially in a position like that, where to make a decision solely or even mostly because of that. It does matter 100%.
Mm-hmm.
But especially if you're not talking about,
maybe they're uniquely connected in his contract.
Maybe.
Right? Like Shohei Ohtani. If Friedman leaves, or
then he gets to go.
Then the Dodgers, yeah.
Sure. Maybe. That's possible.
So do you think that's one of the things he maybe learned?
To make sure he's connected to the guy he wants to stay with?
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't think he learned.
Would people do contracts like that? I guess it would be how bad they want you.
Depends on how bad they want you. I think it would also depend on, General Welsh a lot, how he felt about the situation.
Hey, if you go, I get to go.
Yeah, I would guess most people probably don't want to do that because that's a dangerous position to put yourself in as an institution. But it's probably not.
Well, we kind of made that mistake. We sold our soul a little bit.
Well, yeah.
Based on who we like.
Yeah,